Message to the National Resistance Movement members. I salute all of you for the selfless role you have always played and continue to play in fighting the political battles for the movement. Specifically, I thank you for your participation in the last presidential campaigns, where together with all our Kakuyege teams, you mobilized for the movement, and we eventually won that election of Yoweri. I've not yet had time to meet all of you, mainly because I have been busy with the mandate you gave me to end the terrorism in the north of the country, so that our brothers and sisters there can also, like the rest of the country, enjoy peace. I have also been busy with ensuring that other aspects of our manifesto, like building of schools, health centers, roads, provision of safe water, as well as immunization, are implemented. Above all, I have been working on the transformation of our country through attraction of investors who will add value to our products and create the jobs we want for our sons and daughters, whom you have educated through expansion of intake at Makerere University, creation of more government universities, and the liberalization of education, especially at tertiary and university level. The National Resistance Movement National Conference in 2003 passed a resolution recommending that necessary amendments be made to remove all restrictions to those who did not wish to be in the movement. This recommendation was recently approved by you, the people of Uganda, in a referendum. I thank you for your support in that referendum. The referendum in which you participated was important because the movement had developed the following weaknesses. First, the existence of elements within the movement with tendencies to clique formation, intrigue, as well as being indisciplined. Secondly, those hostile to the principles of the movement, but who dared not come out openly to state their stand on account of the great popularity of the movement among the masses, continuing to paralyze the movement from within. 3, lack of a smooth way of identifying movement candidates during elections. And 4, lack of ideological understanding of the core vision of the movement. In addition to these 4 weaknesses, there were 2 external factors as well. The first one was the old party sectarianists that have all these years refused to rally to the movement call. Up to 1996, we accommodated them in the government. Yet they would not support the minimum program of the government, even when they were in the government. Each time we had elections, presidential, parliamentary, local government, or referendum, these elements influenced about 20% of the population not to vote with us. Moreover, those elements trotted around the globe, misinforming our foreign friends and other foreigners that there was no democracy in Uganda, and so on. How could we continue with these elements? The second factor was the attitude of our partners, the Western countries. These continued to misunderstand our unique but very democratic system of the movement. This issue had also to be addressed. Following the resolution of the National Conference, we called those who had fought the last movement battle at national level, namely the former YK Museveni National Task Force, the Advisory Committee, and the historicals, who, being part of the wider membership of the movement, constituted themselves into the promoters of NRM, discussed and adopted the Constitution of the National Resistance Movement on May 22nd, 2003. Copies of this Constitution will be distributed to you. The NRM Constitution provides that every person who believed in the principles and objectives of the movement at the time NRM was registered automatically became a member of the NRM unless that person opted out. Kino kikulu bannange, kitegeeza nti omuntu yenna abadde awagira movement okuva emabega. Bwe twagulawo bali abaali baagala kugenda, yasigala akyali wa movement okujjako yeka bw'aba takyayagala kubeera naffe era n'akirangirira. Anybody who was in the movement, who has been supporting the movement, remains a movement member unless he declares otherwise. The Constitution further sets out aims and objectives of the NRM, structures of the organization from the village to the national level. It has a code of conduct which members are enjoined to strictly observe and provides for disciplinary action against those who breach it. Alongside the mainstream structures of the NRM are special organs or leagues for historicals, women, youth, people with disabilities, workers, veterans, elders, and entrepreneurs. This makes the NRM a representative organization of all social groups in society. Needless to mention that it was the movement that first introduced special representation of the formerly marginalized groups in decision making. Era zino groups ezaali zeerabiddwa movement yazireeta mu buyinza: abalema, abakazi, abavubuka, abakadde, abamagye, abakozi, veterans, batwazirwanako. Movement yasooka okubasembeza kumpi n'obuyinza. You are aware that in the past, under the individual merit arrangement, it was not easy to generate consensus on one candidate in national elections, especially where the movement was under threat. In the new dispensation, in the new arrangement, the Constitution of the NRM provides that for every elective office, members of NRM must elect one person to be fielded as the NRM candidate. Mulina okwerondamu omubantu bamwe ababa bavuddeyo okuvuganya ku bifo ebitali bimu. Mulina okuba akalulu omu ngeri gyengenda igenda okubategeezebwa eri mu constitution, mu kuba akalulu mujjemu omu yeba yesimbawo. Abantu ba movement abasinga kwoma okwesimba ku kifo kimu baba batwononera obululu. Mulina okuba kangavula ne baleka ekyo. Accordingly, candidates for NRM in national elections will be elected internally through NRM primaries. NRM primary elections means elections which we hold among ourselves. Any person who fulfills requirements to offer himself or herself as a candidate in national elections will be free to offer himself or herself to be elected in the primaries, and the winner in the primaries will be the NRM candidate for that elective office. All those who would have stood with him or her in the primaries and their supporters will be required to support the winner, who will be the flag bearer of the NRM. Kino kikulu banange, kati aba movement banna basatu bwe bavaayo ne bagala kuvuganya ku ntebe ya parliament, ya president, ya local council. Aba movement ntusooka ne tubatunulamu ne tubakubako akalulu omu n'ayitamu. Bali ababa tebayiseemu balina okuwagira ono ayiseemu, kikulu nnyo. Era tebazira ne bagamba nti kubanga omuntu waffe tayiseemu n'olwekyo tetugenda kuwagira oli ayiseemu. The Constitution spells out how and who participates in primaries at different levels. So I appeal to all those who will offer themselves for election as leaders of NRM at various levels not to take elections as a matter of life and death. These elections will help us choose leaders to implement the mission and objectives of the NRM. Whoever may not go through will have other roles to play in the NRM. Nolwekyo mbegayiridde abawagizi ba movement temutwala kuno kwesimbawo ng'ensonga y'okufa oba kuwona. Bwe bati bakulonze nti gw'oba okulembera olutalo lwaffe omukuvuganya n'aba ebibiina ebirala ku kifo kyonna, tozira wagira oli ayiseemu, empisa zo ennungi n'obuwuliza eri movement egenda okubulaba n'ekufunira ekirala ekyokukola. Ebyokukola bingi, n'olwekyo muleme okutawala movement ku lw'ensonga y'okwagala before. The NRM was registered as a political organization and not a political party. Whereas a party is unideological, believes in one ideology like communism, socialism, capitalism, Islamism, Christian democrats, Christian fundamentalism, the NRM retained the basic principles of the movement. It is therefore multi-ideological, with the different ideological strands being subsumed in one political organization. Given the incomplete metamorphosis of our social evolution, it is appropriate to act through multi-ideological organization rather than uni-ideological units. Article 44 of the NRM Constitution provides for an interim executive committee to operationalize the Constitution until the NRM structures have been established in accordance with the Constitution. The promoters of NRM resolve that all promoters constitute the Interim National Executive Committee coalescing around the former YKM-7 National Task Force. This meant that all those members of the YKM-7 Task Force who still believed in the movement and were not barred by law, for example, public servants or staff of police, prisons, or the army, would, at the district, sub-county, parish, and village levels, comprise the NRM interim committees at those levels. Bwe twali tuyubula to metamorphosis, bwe twali tuyubula movement yaffe enkadde kugiteeka mu kino ekifaananyi ekipya, twagala kwejjako bali abaali basitawaanya, twasalawo nti bonna abaali ku bukiiko obwanoonyeza Museveni akalulu mwaka 2021 okujjako bo bennyini bejjemu ne bagenda mu bibiina birala basigale ku bukiiko obwo ku ku levels zonna, levels tuziyita mu Luganda, mitendera gyonna. Abali ku kyalo, ku parish, ku Muluka, ku Gombola, ku district, newadde Kampala, bebasigalawo. I want to thank those NRM interim committees at all levels for the great work you have carried out in registration of members of the NRM. Era njagala kubeebaza ab'obukiiko obwali bwa YKM7 Task Force ku lw'omulimu omunene gwe mukoze okuwandiika ba members ba movement, okubawandiika, okubayingiza mu movement, ne muwandiika amanya gaabwe. Njagala kubeebaliza ddala. Registration of members is still in progress. I therefore urge all those supporters of the NRM who have not yet registered to do so before we elect NRM leaders. Election of NRM leaders starts on October 7th at village level. Soon we will have a computerized register of all members with all their details. Nolwekyo bannange mbeegayiridde mwenna abawagizi ba movement abatannaba kwewandiisa, mwewandiise mu byalo byammwe. Abasobola okubawandiika gye bali, mwewandiise nga ba members ba movement, kubanga ennaku z'omwezi 7 tugenda kutandika kulonda abakulembeze ba movement. Nolwekyo mulina okwenyigira mu mulimu ogwo, naye bwe mba temwewandiisiza kiba kizibu okugwenyigiramu. Ate nammwe mwenna abakikolako mbeegayiridde omuntu bw'aba ayagala kwewandiisa mu movement, mumwanirize, temumugalirawo, muleke ajje. I also wish to use this opportunity to remind you that the National Electoral Commission launched registration of voters nationally. I appeal to all those who are not yet registered to do so, because if you are not registered on the national register, you will not vote in the national elections. Era mbeegayirira nti okwongera ku kwewandiisa movement erimu ewandiise n'eri ombakulira akalulu, ombakulira ebyobululu gye mukubirawo obululu, gye mulina registration office obululu obw'eggwanga lyonna. Era abakulembeze mwenna aba movement basaba mukebere ku registers ez'abalonzi, bwe mulaba abantu baffe tebaliiwo mubakunge bagende bewandiise, temukyerabira. Bwe mba temwewandiisiza mba mutufiiriza obululu omuntalo zino ezijja ez'ebyobufuzi, kubanga bwe ba tewewandiisiza mu balonzi ba Uganda yonna togenda kuba kalulu. Bw'oba tewewandiisiza mu ba members ba movement naye togenda kuba yakalulu ak'omunda akaffe aka movement. Nolwekyo mbeegayiridde mwewandiise eri mu balonzi ab'eggwanga lyonna n'eno ewaffe mu movement. I therefore urge all NRM leaders at village level to mobilize all our supporters to collect their photographic voters' cards from the people appointed by the Electoral Commission at each polling station, and to mobilize all those who are not yet registered to register before this exercise ends on the 29th of October 2005. Okukoma okuwandiika abalonzi kugenda kubeera ku nnaku z'omwezi 29 ogw'Ekkumi. We are now going to operationalize the constitution of the NRM by electing leaders to fill structures of the organization from the village up to the national level. We have set up an NRM electoral commission chaired by the Honorable Dr. Hakana Rugunda to organize these elections. As you realize in the program of elections, there is not enough time in view of the national program of the National Elections Commission. I therefore call upon you to bear with the tight NRM electoral program and come in large numbers and participate in the election of the leaders of the NRM. As pointed out above, the village elections will be held on Friday, 7th October 2005. And the ones for special organs, the leagues for women, youth, elders, veterans, and people with disability will be held the following day, on the 8th October 2005. It will be card holders of NRM who will be eligible to vote in the NRM elections and stand to be elected as NRM leaders. Ngabo mmanyi ebyokulonda okwegwanga lyonna bisembedde ku ntandikwa y'omwaka guno ogujja. N'olwekyo tulina okutereeza ebyaffe eby'omu nnyumba eyaffe ya NRM. Ekitegeeza nti tulina obudde butono. N'olwekyo mbegayiridde abawagizi ba movement mutusonyiwe ku lwa okubasaba okukola emirimu mingi mu biseera bitono, okulonda ab'omutendera guno, omutendera guli, ennaku eziri okumpi. Mutusonyiwe naye tulina okulaba nti tukwata ebiseera ebya electoral commission byerina okukoleramu emirimu gyayo nayo. Guidelines for elections of NRM structures. In accordance with the NRM Constitution, NRM will hold internal elections to elect NRM leaders from the branch or village to the national level. The elections for both special organs and the mainstream branches are to be held at branch or village level, as well as parish, sub-county, district, and national level. Branch level. At the branch level, i.e. at the village, there will be elections of the branch or village executive and the elections of executives of special organs or leagues. These are youth, women, people with disability, elders, and veterans. Offices to be competed for at the village level. The following offices will be competed for in electing executives of each special organ and the branch or village executive: chairperson, vice chairperson, general secretary, secretary for finance, secretary for publicity. In the case of the branch, the executive will be composed of the above 5 elective posts, in addition to the chairpersons of each of the special organs mentioned above. Who will vote? Who is eligible to be the voter at the village level? Bani abalonzi ba movement ku tabi oba ku kyalo, etabi lya movement oba ku kyalo. These are the following voters who should vote in the internal elections of the movement. Mu elections ezaffe ez'omunda. Any Ugandan of 18 years and above who holds an NRM membership card is eligible to vote for the NRM leaders at the branch where she or he is resident or is employed and registered. N'olwekyo omuntu yenna aweza emyaka 18 era muna Uganda ate alina akakongi ka kaadi ya movement akirizibwa okwetaba mu byokulonda okw'omunda okwa movement mu mu kifo yewandisizamu. Secondly, any Ugandan between 18 and 30 years who holds an NRM card is eligible to vote in elections of the National Resistance Movement Youth League at branch level, where he or she is resident or is employed and registered. Kuludda lw'abavubuka abakuba akalulu beebo Uganda abalina emyaka 18 okutuusa 30 abalina kaadi ya movement ati abali mu kifo kye beewandisizamu. Third, any Ugandan female who is 18 years and above and holds an NRM membership card is eligible to vote at the village level for the NRM Women's League, where she is resident or employed and registered. Kudda lw'abakazi abakazi bonna bana Uganda abaweza emyaka 18 n'okugenda waggulu ate balina kaadi za movement, abo balina okuba akalulu ako ku kyalo kye beewandisizamu. Any Ugandan who is 55 years old and above and is a holder of an NRM card is eligible to vote at the village level for the NRM Elders League, where he or she is resident or is employed and is registered. Kudda lw'abasajja bakulu abalina okwetaba mu kulonda ababaka b'abakadde balina okuba baweza emyaka 55 n'okugenda waggulu. Fifth, any Ugandan who retired from the army, police, prisons, intelligence agencies and auxiliary forces and is a holder of an NRM membership card is eligible to vote at village level for the NRM Veterans League, where he or she is resident or is employed and is registered. Kuludda lwa ekitongole ky'abalwanyi twazulwanako abakuba akalulu ako beebo bonna abaawummula kuva mu magye, kuva mu poliisi, kuva mu makomera, kuva mu intelligence agencies, okuva mu auxiliary forces oba LDU, naye ati abalina kaadi ya movement ati abali awo we beewandisiza. Sixth, any Ugandan who is a person with a disability and is 18 years and above and is an NRM card holder is eligible to vote where she or he is registered at the village level for the NRM League for people with disability. Abalema abana Uganda abaweza emyaka 18 n'okugenda waggulu ate abalina kaadi ya movement balina omukisa okulonda ababaka baabwe olwo balondera mu kifo kye beewandisizamu. Who is eligible to stand for the NRM office at the branch or village level? When I say branch, I mean this. It means it's all equivalent to a village. Any person who falls in any of the above categories is free to offer himself or herself to be voted for in any office at the mainstream branch or special organ at the branch or village level. Omuntu yenna ali mu biti biri byenjogeddeko asobola okulonda n'okulondebwa. Mpozi kitulina okumanya bwe kumanya nti kudda lw'abalema abalema bokka be balonda omubaka w'abalema, kudda lw'abakyala abakyala bokka be balonda omubaka w'abakyala, kudda lw'abavubuka abavubuka bokka emyaka 18 okutuusa 30 be balonda omubaka w'abavubuka and so on. Kudda lw'abakadde kye kimu abasuusa myaka 55 be bataba mu kulonda okwo. Naye omukulonda ababaka aba movement yonna abo bona betaba mu kulonda. The NRM Electoral Commission shall give guidelines for the conduct of elections at the national level. I implore you to conduct the internal elections of the NRM in a smooth manner. If you don't get elected, or a candidate of your choice is defeated, take heart. Don't be discouraged. As the person who will have been elected will also be a member of the NRM like yourself. I wish you all success in these internal elections. Thank you very much. Nga bwe muwulidde mbadde mbakubiriza nti mwena mwenyigire mu kulonda kuno okujja okwa movement, okulonda abakulembeze baffe era n'oluvannyuma okulonda abo abanatukulembera okuvuganya n'ebibiina ebirala. N'olwekyo mbeegayiridde mujumbire okulonda kuno, temunyooma, temugamba nti kino si kikulu. Buli omu asitukiremu agende yeetabe mu kulonda kuno. Movement yeyimirizawo Uganda eno. Movement webera y'amaanyi, Uganda egenda kugenda mu maaso nga bwebadde. Naye kati bwe munagayaala ne mutawagira movement bulungi, ne mutagenda nimwenyigira mu kulonda kuno, mugenda kunafuya movement yammwe. Ate movement yammwe y'engabo ebadde yabataasa ebizibu ebibi ebyandibatuuseeko, effugabbi, obutemu, ebyo byonna movement yabataasizza. Ndugu zangu Waganda, nataka kuwaomba mhakikishe kwamba mnashughulika kwenye uchaguzi huu, uchaguzi wa ndani wa chama chetu cha NRM. Shabaha ya uchaguzi huu kwanza ni kuchagua viongozi wa NRM. Tuwe na viongozi. Mpaka sasa tumekuwa tunasaidiwa na wale watu wetu ambao walikuwa kwa YKM7 task force. Lakini sasa wakati umefika kuchagua wale ambao wananchi wanataka kwa sasa hivi. Movement supporters wanataka. Kwa hiyo naomba muhakikishe kwamba mnachagua viongozi wa movement. Shabaha nyingine, kwa nini tunasukuma uchaguzi huu, ni kwamba tutachagua wale ambao watagombea viti fulani na watu kutoka kwenye vyama vingine. Kwa hiyo naomba nyinyi wote mshughulike kwenye uchaguzi huu. Apoyo Matek, Arakaranoi, Yarama, Awadefo, Manzora. Thank you very much.